Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. You know the drill. It's Nova 919. Here's Miley Cyrus, Flowers.
I can buy myself flowers.
Just kidding, no music on this podcast.
Okay.
But good for you. You're really singing from the diaphragm there, aren't you?
It's real gut sort of wrenching stuff, isn't it?
Yes, like a cat that's getting its guts wrenched out.
Oh, God.
But a good cat. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming up in the podcast.
Yep.
Ask Hayesy made a bit of a return.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that segment had gone to God.
Yeah, and they're saying the comeback was reminiscent to Tony Lockett when he came back for the Swans in 2002 and he lasted 3 games.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was awful, and he wore number 46.
46?
And he was really skinny.
You're Tony Lockett.
Oh, my God.
Get a lower number.
I'm number 46, Tony Lockett. No one remembers that Tony Lockett.
No.
So what's going on with you and Greg?
Oh, look.
Is there something that needs to be discussed more than what you just said on radio?
I feel like my husband's trying to murder me.
Is that it, though?
Yeah, it's just a hunch I have.
Okay. Well, that's pretty normal in marriages, isn't it?
It's some pretty solid evidence too, just by the way.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. It feels like a conversation with the police.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, the first stop before you go to the police is to speak about it via the podcast.
Yes, exactly right.
That's natural, isn't it?
I just wanted to go on public record to say, my husband's trying to kill me.
Gosh, we laughed about it.
Didn't we?
Are You Schnitting Me returned as well? Yep. One truth, one lie. And look, unfortunately, your lie wasn't that your husband's trying to kill you.
No, that's the truth.
We did catch up as well with the good guys from Choir of Man. These guys perform nightly at Gluttony. They are elite. So it's very simple. Bunch of blokes, bunch of Brits who sing pub songs. You think, well, what's that all about? Well, you listen to these blokes and you just want to scull a beer and belt out a tune at the top of your lungs.
Exactly right. You had a good old-fashioned busk-off with them, didn't you?
Yes. And surprise, surprise, I lost.
Oh, shocking to no one.
It was fun, though, because I did make 90 cents.
Yeah. What are you doing with it?
I was going to say another day, another $1, but we didn't quite reach $1. Welcome to the podcast, you filthy animals.
Do you ever look at Cara? Does anyone ever look at their spouse and genuinely go, are you trying to kill me? Because that's exactly what I thought yesterday. I looked at my husband and I thought, are you actually trying to knock me off? So this all started a little while ago when I got a notification saying that he'd updated my life insurance.
Okay, that's like an off red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have thought, I'm not sure what the situation is in your family, but I would have thought all my money would go like equally to my children. Not so. He updated it so it was like 50% him, and then whatever was left over was divided amongst the children.
He's good with numbers, though, Greg.
He's very good.
And he controls all your numbers, so you just trust him. You just trust him in the process.
I really did trust him until yesterday when I was driving my car and the brakes didn't work. And so I've texted him and I said, what have you done to my car? Are you trying to knock me off? Kind of thing. And then he's like, oh, what's going on? Take it to a mechanic. And so I did. And the mechanic said there is an actual slice in the hose, in the brake hose. And I'm going, how did that happen? How is there like a massive cut in my brake hose? And the mechanic looks at me, and I'm not joking, he goes, is there someone who doesn't like you?
That was Greg.
That was Greg.
Greg's trying to get you.
My husband's trying to kill me.
And we're laughing about it. You're somehow still alive.
I know. So anyway, I've survived. But if I don't, everyone now knows what's happened.
Jodie's in danger.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. Just got valuable info. This is so juicy.
Jodies Juice.
Well, fans are speaking out in defence of Hailey Bieber after concert goers began chanting insults about her during husband Justin Bieber's recent performance. Oh,
Unbelievable.
I just... Oh, so that's them chanting F Hailey. Like, for goodness sake, how stupid. How ridiculous. So the whole thing's come about because Hailey and Justin's ex, Selena Gomez, have found themselves facing renewed feud rumours in recent weeks as a result of social media speculation. Producer Zoe, can you jump on the mic and explain this to me? What on earth has happened? I don't get it.
I genuinely can't keep up because it's a bit back and forth. But obviously, Selena was with Justin.
Yeah.
Now Hailey's with Justin. Blah, blah, blah. They posted a thing the other day, a TikTok of Selena going, I accidentally over-laminated my brows. And then Hailey and Kylie Jenner hopped on and went, was this accidental? And their brows looking big? I'm pretty sure that's where it started.
This is what... okay,
That's a bit bitchy.
Look at you weighing in.
I think
I'm just
that's
going
where
to
this stems
keep out from here.
So that's what this is all
I'm
about.
pretty sure that's where it stems from. Can't say I'm completely in the know, but that's where it started.
Goodness me.
Interesting.
I want to say thank you for, enlightening me, but now I feel dumber for it. Maths last night saw Harrison dump Bronte via text, confirming his absolute villain status on the show. Have a listen.
I have actually genuinely fallen for you, and it scares the absolute shit out of me that you aren't in this.
What do you want me to say? I don't know how many times I could have said it in 5 different languages to you that I'm in this relationship, that I wasn't going anywhere, that I'm willing to move to Sydney. How much more clear could I have been, Harrison?
That's a wishy-washy flippant answer. I'm sorry.
So, look, I understand potentially where he's coming from because I also am a man who you could absolutely spell it out to me and I'd sit there and go,
Yeah.
I'm not picking up the cues here.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to smell you know what.
She just said to him, I will move to Sydney for you. I want to be with you. And he's like, that's wishy-washy.
He's like,
Shut up, Harrison.
What do you mean by that? What?
Now, more details have emerged of Yada Pinkett Smith's entanglement with her son's friend. Get it, Smitho.
Yada Pinkett Smith.
Go off, Yada.
Go off, Yada.
Go off.
So she's 50, he's 30. I'm more concerned with the round the dinner table chat with her son. Like, hey, Mum, how was your day? Did you pick up some Vegemite scrolls for my lunchbox? Also, did you catch up with August?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Yeah. How is August, by the way? Mum, stop asking about August. Goodness me. And why are we eating Vegemite scrolls? These are disgusting. We can do better than that.
No.
We're a very, very wealthy family. You ask any American, they hate Vegemite.
Do they?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, don't say that in this country because that's kind of sacrilegious.
I'm speaking
We love
on behalf
Vegemite scrolls in
on
our
behalf
house.
of Americans, I think I can safely say as a whole, because it's not sweet enough for them.
Oh, okay.
They're more Promite lovers.
Yeah, because their dietary kind of, have you seen the food they eat?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Disgusting.
Yes, they get their calorie intake up, that's for sure.
Yes. All right, that's my juice.
Book for Holiday U this summer.
Because Aussies act a little different on holiday, more daring, relaxed, and sometimes a bit more fancy.
And What If has all kinds of accommodation to suit your style.
Book your next getaway on the What If app. What If it's Aussie for travel.
All you have to do is ask.
Ask Hayesy.
It's that time again where we just educate the youth, because, Jodes, as we've always said right from the beginning, it's IAATKATF, which of course stands for,
Translates to
it's all about the kids and their future.
beautiful.
Yes.
And you take this role very seriously, and I like that about you.
Really, really thorough research. A lot of it I don't have to research because I'm so knowledgeable, I just know.
Yeah, right.
But if there is somehow a question that stumps me,
Yeah.
oh, don't worry, I'll look it up.
Okay.
Okay, send your questions through, breakfast@nova919.com.au. Or jump on the socials, get them in there. Let's jump into this one.
Hi, Hayesy. It's River. What are black holes?
Great question. Really good question.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear the answer.
But you've often wondered that as well. Those little holes and all the cracks that you can't see.
Yeah.
So the dark crevices hanging onto things that we don't want to deal with. It's actually where the Extinction Rebellion processes live. True story.
Stop it.
That's where they reside. Oh, I touched you in a bit of a sensitive spot there.
God.
Hey, this is the truth. Sorry.
Sorry for trying to save the planet.
Well, sorry that sometimes the truth is inconvenient. All right, next question.
Hi, Hayesy. Why do all the people do bad things?
Why do people do bad things?
Oh, please answer this for me.
Oh,
Please answer it.
it's a really, really good question. Because Santa has a quota. I think it all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you know how parking inspectors have a certain amount of people they need to dish tickets out to keep the numbers up?
Yep.
It's the same with the naughty list.
Okay.
Yeah, true story. So if everyone was good, Santa would be absolutely ruined, wouldn't he? So it needs to be evened out so people are randomly selected to be naughty, like Nick Kyrgios, hence his nickname, Naughty Nick. I don't know if that's his nickname, but it works, doesn't it? A bit of alliteration. All right, final question.
Hi, Hayesy. It's River. Why doesn't the sky fall on us?
Why doesn't the sky fall on us? Great question from River.
Who asked that?
River.
Back in the day, there was a Chicken Little.
Was it Chicken Little?
Chicken Little.
Oh, yeah.
Said, the sky's falling. The sky's falling. But more
sometimes
chickeny.
Take you down a dark road, though, must be said. The sky doesn't even really exist.
What?
If we really look into it. The blue colour you see is just a light reflecting off the band of air that surrounds the Earth, so there's nothing to fall except air and light. So, I mean, when you really think about it, what does exist and what's real?
Oh my God.
It's about reality and illusion. So this is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. So this is what I'm going to say to you, young man. If you take the blue pill, the story ends and you wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. If you take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland and I'll show you how deep this rabbit hole goes. Zoe, if I say to you the word and the name Morpheus, does that mean anything to you?
No.
Oh my God.
Doc, are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daisy.
It's Thursday, and straight away I think the 9th of March. What happened on this day through a little timeline in history? Come on, in you jump.
Let's go.
Let's take a trip on this Daisy. 1959, on this day, Barbie doll made its debut in New York.
Oh, Barbie, just setting unrealistic expectations for women across the globe in terms of body image. Well done.
There you go. There's something in that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick up a message I can't quite get, but I feel like there's something in that, what you just said.
It's okay. She's a doctor now. They've made her a doctor, Mattel. Well done.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing.
Go on, what are you trying 1961.
You're genuinely going, what are you trying to say?
Brain's like, Jodie's trying to say something here, I reckon. 1961, Soviet flight Sputnik 9 carries and returns from orbit a dog named Blackie, frogs, and a guinea pig.
From where?
From space.
The Russians, who have a constant feeling of inferiority in the modern world, became terrifically elated when their country was able to win the race in getting a satellite up into space.
They took them into space and then brought them back again?
Yeah.
What was the point in that?
Oh, just to see how they go. They didn't go very well. But they tried. On that as well, I had a pet guinea pig a few years ago. It was a rescue pig from a mate who just wasn't treating him with the respect that he deserved. His name was Bob. The most nothing animal on the planet is a guinea pig. The ultimate animal of prey. Like a guinea pig is scared of everything.
Yeah,
like
right.
everything.
Yeah.
And everything can eat a guinea pig.
Dare I ask what became of Bob?
Bob lived, he was about 5 before he finally passed on.
Yeah,
So he
right.
had a long, long life. We actually treated him really well.
Yeah.
We sent him to space one time. No, we didn't. 1998, Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment signs the then unknown rapper Eminem, Marshall Mathers. I think he went on to be reasonably successful.
Oh, he went okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mum spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
I knew you were going to go down that path. 2000, Dockland Stadium, now Marvel Stadium, of course, held its first AFL game with Essendon playing Port Adelaide.
Ezio wins it. Barnes scouting to long. 40 metres out. Close. He's got
Bombers v the power.
Yes. If you've ever been to Docklands as well, it's nowhere near the energy of the G.
No, it's not.
And the surface is always just a little bit tricky because it's got a roof on it, but hey, it's live sport.
Yeah.
2021, UK TV host Piers Morgan leaves ITV's Good Morning after 41,000 complaints made about him saying he did not believe Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, statement about her mental health.
Right. Ooh, come on, Piers. Be better.
Yeah.
He's got a real vendetta against Meghan. I mean, obviously, she must have rebuffed him at some point, and it's
did, didn't she?
hurt his pride. Yeah, hurt his pride, hurt his ego. So now he's just like on this mission to destroy her, which says more about him.
I didn't like her anyway.
No, I didn't want to root her anyway.
Oh boy. Number one song on March 9 in 1996 was Wannabe by Spice Girls.
Tell you what I want, what I really want.
Schnitting You. Schnitt House Australia serves the best schnitzels made fresh daily with authentic golden classic or celiac-friendly breadcrumbs, Hilton, Golden Grove and O'Halloran Hill. So the drill is,
Yep.
if you can correctly identify who is lying and or who is telling the truth, score yourself a $100 voucher to Schnitt House. Do you mind if I set the tone?
Go on then.
Just going to set the standard, set the tone nice and early because it's Thursday.
Okay.
So, I don't know why, but I always keep on going back to the farm, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
So let's do it again.
Oh, really? Again?
Let's go back to the farm when I was, tell you exactly how old I was. I was 9 years old. So it meant that I was in year 3.
Okay.
Yep. And I was playing up near the wood heap. And I think I was getting some logs as well for the fire. So clearly it was during winter time.
Yes.
And then I felt this sort of sharp pain. And I've gone, well, what's going on there? That's a bit unusual, a bit of a spiking pain on my thumb. And looked down and off trotted a redback. Yes. So redback spiders, they've got a reputation for being deadly, and they can be deadly, particularly if they bit a baby and things like that. But the mortality rate, in fact, I think it's been decades since someone actually died from a redback bite. Anyway, I had to get rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
And all sorts of things, and it was a little bit scary for a little bit as well,
Okay.
because I'd never seen Mum panic so much.
Right.
And we're about, I'd say, 15 minutes away from town.
Okay.
So on the way there, Mum's going, "Don't panic, just be calm, you're fine." I'm thinking, even as a 9-year-old, I'm thinking, well, I'm starting to panic because of your vibe here, Mum.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
What's your mum's name?
Deidre.
Deirdre.
D.
Is it?
Yes.
Deirdre.
What's wrong with, why are you laughing?
I can't imagine a baby being born tomorrow and someone going,
That's a very good
let's
point.
call that baby Deirdre.
Well, look at little baby Deidre. Well, I think that counts
You
for
know
a
what
lot
she
of
looks
names
like?
as well.
She looks like a Deirdre.
We shall call her Deidre.
It's like Beryl.
Yes, Beryl's another good one.
Yeah.
Gretchen, which we talked about quite recently as well. Ivy. Although I think Ivy's making a bit of a comeback, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's many baby Jodies getting around too. To be honest.
Okay.
gonna put that out there.
Let's talk about babies. This is my story today. So every single time I've had a child, so I had my first child naturally, so Taylor, went through 24 hours of labour.
So no drugs.
Oh yeah, lots of drugs. But
Okay.
but it gets to the point where like you have your epidural and then you can't have any more. They're like, nah, they cut you off. So the first one was pretty traumatic, and it was scheduled around a shield game in Tasmania. I'm not kidding.
Of course.
I went to a one-dayer that night and then checked into hospital and got induced. Anyway, so after the first one, the obstetrician says to me, your hips are too narrow for natural childbirth, so you can't do it. I was like, well, that information would have been handy before I actually just went through it.
Oh my God. So,
Yeah.
so she, hang on, am I reading this right? So you had to give birth and she came out your mouth. Is that what?
Yes, I gave birth orally.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
I didn't know they did that.
So anyway, after the first one, they're like, you can't give birth naturally. So I had 3 cesareans. Every single time they gave me the drugs for the Caesar, I thought I was dying. Like, I genuinely started saying my goodbyes to my husband. I'm like, I love you so much, but this is it. Like,
Wow.
I don't know what it does to me, but I honestly feel like I'm going to die.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's not good.
True story.
You didn't die.
No, I'm still here.
So it's a happy ending.
Isn't it?
There you go.
And then I coughed up a baby.
And then 3 more. Hey, my wife has. I'm getting in trouble for releasing this information.
No.
She's given birth naturally, no drugs whatsoever. She said, I want to experience everything that it has to offer.
I don't understand. So,
I was also looking at her going, all the injuries that I've done
yeah.
is nothing compared to this. Even I was like, can I give you a, what's it called? The epidural.
Epidural.
And I wasn't allowed to, thank goodness.
Yeah. I
there
can't
you go.
imagine anyone allowing you to perform a spinal block at any stage.
I haven't been allowed to do that for years. 13 24 10. Somebody's telling the truth and somebody's telling a lie. Who is it?
you're trying to tell us that you got bitten by a redback and nearly died.
Big redback. Just kidding. None of them big. The little fellas, the little beady fellas. Just gave me a little nip on the thumb.
Yep.
And then trotted off to go tell his mates, and then I squashed him.
Did you?
So I had the last laugh, and I got rushed off to hospital as a 9-year-old and survived.
Yeah. And I am telling everybody this morning that every single time I've had a cesarean to have my babies, I thought I was going to die. The drugs make me think I'm dying.
Yeah.
And they make me say my last goodbyes to my husband. Like, I love you so much, baby.
That's a confronting moment.
It's really weird. It's very strange.
Right. So, not like when you've had too many drinks and you start getting really deep and personal.
No.
Like, I love you, babe. I just want you to know I love you.
No, it's not like that.
And then Carl will go, for God's sake, go to sleep. I just need to tell you that I love you.
All right, Renee, Murray Bridge. Hello, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Good. All right, who's schnitting you here?
I reckon Hayesy's lying.
Oh, why do you think
Based on what?
Just, I think Jodie is too believable.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Well done, Renee.
Well done, Renee.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Jeez. So, Renee, I was going to say that I got bitten by a red-bellied black snake. Would that be more believable or less?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, no one's believing you.
Right.
Everyone thinks you're full of schnit.
It's like I'm regularly full of schnit. Yesterday, of course, was International Women's Day, and the challenge for Jodie and for newsreader Abby was to pen a letter to their 13-year-old selves. So, look, we're 24 hours almost post that yesterday, and I've got to say it was one of the most powerful things that I've ever been lucky enough to experience.
Yeah.
And it was on social media. The advertiser got a hold of it and penned a really, really beautiful article by Emily Ollie, who does some very, very good work.
Yep.
So, ladies, first of all, congratulations. Jodie, 24 hours later, how are you feeling?
I feel like I'm so incredibly proud of Abby because to be vulnerable in a public space is really, really hard. And for her to open up and say what she said yesterday was, and I'm getting teary again, was just, I watched the video back yesterday and I just thought, oh my God, this woman, it was so brave. You were so brave. So, yeah.
Thank you.
I just feel...
No, I'm going to tear up.
I just feel bloody proud of you. And I hope for me, it felt really cathartic to do it. So hopefully it felt healing for you as well.
100%. I was talking to Zoe, producer Zoe, this morning, and she said, was it sort of like cathartic? And I really honestly do feel like that. And I've had people message me from all over Australia, number one. But number two, I've had people message me who've known me for 5 to 10 years and had no idea that this had happened.
Yeah.
I had all of the staff coming in to give me a hug and talk about their stories and you know, their experiences with people who they have lost. So I want to say a big thank you to you guys for allowing me to, you know, be a part of the show and to talk about this and be vulnerable. I don't think I could have done it without, you know, having a mentor and having a leader like someone like you, Jodie, because you're just fabulous. So yeah, what a big 24 hours it's been.
Girls, well done. Seriously, unbelievable stuff. So powerful. But like you've just said, Abby, the message that you've sent, particularly in your piece, was just incredible. And it's touched so many people because obviously I feel like there's so many people, myself included, who have been affected by suicide in some capacity.
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable.
And I feel the one thing I did not say yesterday, which was really remiss of me, is I've had days that have been so dark and you're in the fetal and you're like, gosh, I don't know how I'm going to possibly continue. And then there's light the next day. So my message should have been yesterday. Just keep going.
Yep.
Just keep going. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yes, please check it out. Social media at Nova919 and at Jodie and Hayesy. Very, very powerful stuff. Some of the acts kicking around, particularly Gluttony, absolutely outstanding. And people are voting and showing support with their feet and via ticket sales, which is nice to see.
Crazy numbers. Crazy numbers.
Really good. One of the acts that you really need to see is Choir of Man, and we had the privilege of catching up with the guys. Joes can comfortably say that one of the best things that you can do during this Fringe Festival is get yourself down to Gluttony and see the Choir of Man. Dave, Jay and George, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Good to see you guys back, stomping your way into our hearts.
Oh, we love to be here. Adelaide's like our second home whenever it comes to Australia. That's just
whenever it comes to Australia.
Whenever we come to Australia. We are the it.
We are
We, along with the other boys.
You heard it here first.
Talk us through Adelaide audiences. Are we generous?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Very generous.
Especially, everyone just sings along. It's great. It's great.
And that's purely because you guys are so talented. It's not because we drink more beer, is it?
Oh, it's the talent. No question.
Good answer.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for you. Maybe you could perhaps get Daryl Braithwaite on stage and sing Horses as a duet situation.
I tell you what, we do an excellent version of Horses.
Do you?
You should come and join us. Absolutely.
There you go.
I'd love that.
Yeah, and that tickles the heart of every single Australian, just like Harry Styles did.
If we're speaking about Horses, we should probably also speak about You're the Voice. And this weekend, so You're the Voice is in the show, obviously Farnsey. And Tom, our hard man, starts it. And he just sang, "We have," and then everyone took over. And it was so cool. And it's always a vibe to sing that here, but this weekend was something else.
Beautiful.
We always say on this show that You're the Voice and Horses cannot miss. You cannot miss with the Australian audience, or you just add alcohol and away you go.
Yeah, what's funny is we've always had that song in the show, and then you come here and our first time here is like, oh, this is a...
Oh, it's a thing.
Didn't know. It was like, they really know this one.
Yeah.
It was
play
so
those,
good.
those first few notes and you see it ripple through the audience. And everyone suddenly realises and goes, oh my God.
They're like, yep, it's our turn now.
Let's do this.
Yeah, very
Take it
nice.
from here, boys.
Hey, guys, can we take a little trip down memory lane? The Choir of Man, how did it all come to be?
Essentially, it came from Andrew Kay and a guy named Nick Dudson. And Andrew Kay turned to Nick and said, "Hey, I've got this great idea for a show. It's going to be 9 guys around a barbecue, and they're going to have beers, and they're going to sing some songs. They're going to be British guys, British, Irish, Scottish guys, Welsh guys." And Dudson went, "Well, listen, if we're doing that, it's probably got to be a pub then, hasn't it? It can't be around a barbecue." But maybe that's another version.
Well, our good friend Andrew Hayes actually can hold a tune. Used to be, prior to coming to do this show, would do gigs in pubs. So what I would like to propose here is perhaps some sort of Choir of Man Off, whereby...
Choir of Man Off?
Yeah.
So are you saying that if he challenges us, he wins? If he wins, he's in the show tonight?
Oh my God, how good. How good would that be?
Oh, jeez.
If we win, he's got to down a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's-
I like option B.
He's like, I win either way.
I know. Option A makes me nervous already.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get you a guitar. You're going to go and do some busking, and you're going to go head to head with these guys. You happy with that?
So how do we do this? We have like a bit of a time period and see how much money we can generate?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Yeah.
Very good stuff.
10 minutes. 10 minutes you've got.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yep.
10 minutes of busking.
Where are we going to go?
Mate, where else do you go? Rundle Mall, mate.
Rundle Mall, okay.
Yeah. Would you like to assign him a song, or are you going to choose your own?
What's your go-to?
I originally started singing to try and impress females, and it was Jack Johnson songs.
Oh,
But now it's sort of merged into a bit of Xavier Rudd, a bit of Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
How about so you're doing a pub gig right now tonight. Imagine you're halfway through the set and you're like, right, it's time to bring out the big
Yeah.
Everyone will love this song. What song's that?
Okay, probably.
Don't say Lips of an Angel by Hinder.
It's probably Hinder, listener. I'll probably go a bit of Xavier Rudd, Let Me Be. And we'll get the harmonica out as well.
Oh!
And we'll see what happens.
Whoa!
Something I prepared at home. Whoa! Harmonica.
There's your big harmonica, doll.
Oh, is it hot today? God, I'm sweating. I'm so nervous. His big harmonica.
What's that?
Is that subvising going on the wall?
Yeah, I know. There's that. Yeah. Anyway.
Where's your harmonica so big?
Oh no!
What are you making up for?
Oh God, I'm blushing.
All right, let's see how this goes. Very good fun having a chat with the boys of Choir of Man. They are a very, very talented bunch.
Yes, they are. Unbelievably talented.
Really good stuff. We've got to set
So
the
are you,
task. No, not compared to those guys. Just got to set the task of going out and having a bit of busk on Rundle Mall. We said, righto, 10 minutes each and see how much money you can generate.
Okay.
And look, the results were interesting to say the least. And what we safely worked out was those guys do this for a living, and rightly so. We performed this task yesterday.
How long can we look at each other
In the middle, in the middle, in the middle of a dream. I lost my shirt, I pawned my wings. I've done all the dumb things.
Well, boys, that was fun. I think I made about $1.20. I'm just kidding. You guys made about $20 in 10 minutes. That's
And a single grape.
one grape, which you've got to divide by 3.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's all about the balanced diet.
But look, nothing can buy the friendships that have been made along the journey.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you got all the fans, so we need you in the show tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Please. We need me to bring them along. Yeah.
Not sure the people want Paul Kelly as much as I think they do. Choir of Man, Nightly Gluttony, you guys are amazing. You got to go see these guys. They were very, very good.
You sounded good.
Do you know where I think I lost the crowd? When I said pawned my wings instead of rings. Because all the kids there from the primary school were like, you were just doing such a good job on that Paul Kelly song, but then you lost us.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, hey, kids, you want to hear some more Paul Kelly? And they said, who? And I said, Paul Kelly. And they said, who? And I said, Little Nas X. Yeah. And they said, now we can dig it. Very, very good fun.
When
the guys
did you
made $20.
learn to play the harmonica, by the way?
90 cents. Years ago.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Well, just talk me through the thought process of you going, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the harmonica.
Wow. What I can say, if there's someone out there thinking, oh, geez, I just want to play a musical instrument, it's one of those things where it's in certain keys. So if you're playing guitar and obviously each tune you're playing, progression of chords, is in a certain key, if you match it up with the harmonica, it doesn't matter if you blow out or suck in, it all sounds good. You can't stuff up a harmonica. Listen to Bob Dylan. He was actually awful at it, but it sounded amazing. Anyway, good fun.
Great life advice.
No, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
Some handy hints. Big show coming up tomorrow as well.
Yes, first class and 50K, your chance to get on the standby list. Nova's Red Room, we've got more exclusive invites for next week's gig. Judge Jodie, she's back.
She's back. Strange, isn't it? I mean, Judge Jodie, what a life she leads.
Yeah.
She's this really, substantial figure in the courtroom, got the gavel and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yet in her spare time, she's at Snoop Dogg.
It was amazing, by the way.
What kind of outrageous life does she lead outside the courtroom?
Drop it like it's hot.
All right, we'll catch you bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a fantastic Thursday.